Hello,
Hi.
everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, hello, Walter.
Hi.
Hope the sound is okay. You say like this, okay? You hear me? Okay, good. Yeah. Happy you could make it happen to join me for this free lecture about Qigong Level 1. And also I will talk about humming sound, which is essential for or can enhance you in your practice. I mean, we know that chanting all this, but we can make it much simpler. It's just to humming. But this I will talk a little bit later on the end. So I go now through the PowerPoint presentation and talk about the Qigong Level 1, as is new in the Universal Healing Tao system. On the COVID time, Mother Chia created this Qigong Level 1 that the student can start a little bit earlier to teach, not have to wait so long to accumulate so many hours. And we make it a little bit simple. Simple, just good for beginners, but all the practice can be done also for advanced practitioner. I go a little bit deeper in this. So the movement and all this is easy to learn, and student can fast can practice this and also can become instructor. On the end, I will be open for any question you have all about this practice. So I will go through, and on the end, if you have any question, you keep this in your mind or make a note for the practice. For the question. Okay, so I will going to share now the screen, so you will not see me anymore, but I not have a possibility to make a small picture for me, so only will have the screen. So we have now Inner Alchemy 1, and there we have four disciplines: Craniosacral Qigong, Stem Cell Activation Qigong, Wisdom Qigong, and the 5-element Qigong. So a requirement is to become an instructor is minimum 40 workshops hour in basic and Qigong. Of course, student which has not much experience, they never done any kind of Qigong practice and is very, very new, it can be that they need more hours. But we have created this especially also for people, they have done a lot of Qigong practice and they want to become an instructor in the UHT system. So the minimum is 40 hours in basic and Qigong. So a reminder for instructor and senior instructor, we need to keep this simple as possible, not bringing the advanced form into first. We bring the easy form in really for beginner. When Malchia teach this Qigong practice, he has in his class, he has beginners, intermediate student, very advanced student. He incorporate many things in this workshop. It's not really for just for beginners. But as we instructors and senior instructor, mostly we have just beginners in the class, so we keep this simple to understand. And of course, can be done for advanced practitioner too. Then we can implement different techniques and elements. So we're going to do now about craniosacral Qigong. What is the major part of craniosacral Qigong? The essence is activate 21 pumps. Also we can say pulses. When people not understand what a pump, but the pulse makes improve the blood flow, improve the lymph flow, improve the energy flow. So this the pump, the pulses improving this blood, lymph, energy flow. And we have 7 spine pump, 3 little heart in the leg, 3 belly pump, the heart, and 7 heart pumps, total 21 pump. We go now through these pumps. So the 7 spine pump is coccyx, sacrum, Ming Meng, the door of life, T11 opposite heart, C7 cranial pump, and the crown. To activate this and to have forms, we have forms on this. We have the crane neck form, can be standing, sitting, turtleneck, also can be standing, sitting, and the spine breathing sitting, and the standing spine breathing with variation with the leg. The cat position on the floor, and additionally, we can also swing the body, swing the arm and going up and down, that we can integrate also with moving from the spine to the spine, the arm movement from the spine. The 3 little heart is the calf muscle, thigh muscle, and buttock muscle. Practice form is moving up the heel up and down. To activate this, the variation is also using the arm swing, same arm swing and up the heel. The 3 belly pump is the lower, middle, and upper belly. For beginners, actually, we just start normal, just in one whole belly, do the entire belly breathing, inhale, expand, exhale, contract. Advanced form, we can divide this in lower belly, middle belly, upper belly. And then we have the 7 heart pumps. We activate the suction with the embryonic press. So we create the suction and we can feel this and the bubbling spring on the feet, the hand, the Laogong point, and the heart, mid-brow and crown. So this we call 7 heart pump. And we can also activate the 8 folds with hitting, so behind the knees, the groin area, under the arm, the armpit, and inside the elbow. This also is pulse area activating the pulse. Then we have the stem cell activation, and that is the boost, is boost the immune system, also rejuvenation. And what is simple explained is we hit the weak and old cell out of the cell structure. Let's say we can create a little damage. Maybe damage is a little bit a hard word, but there's a little damage in the cell structure with the hitting. So we activate the stem cell to make new cells. We have tool, we have the bamboo hitter. We have advanced, we can use the metal hitter. Important is that these hitters have a vibration. Many heaters, they have not so vibration, especially metal heater. When you only put the metal rod together, you have to spread them out that they get a vibration. The breathing, the technique is the stem cell activation. We exhale, we hold the breath, expand the area, and we hit where we want to hit. We expand and we hit. So to get a better result, always tie the muscle and hit them in the whole body. The variation energizing the organ is inhale, expand, and hit. This is energizing. So activation, stem cell activation, we exhale, hold the breath, expand the area, and we hit this area. There is different forms. We have the traditional form is we start with the young organ, small intestine. Oh, sorry. On the back, yeah. Yeah. Small intestine, mesentery organ, a large intestine, bladder, sexual organ, and then the yin organ follow the creation cycle, liver, heart, spleen, lungs, and kidney. Then we hit along the meridian, inside leg, and the leg side, inside, front, side, and back line. And on the foot, the bubbling spring, and on the back line, up buttock, sacrum, lower back, upper back. The arm line, inline, also inside and outer line. The advanced form is we can do each finger meridian. We can using the cycle of the Buddha palm from the finger, and then the neck and head. Additional, we can hit all the joint. I mean, with the bamboo heater, not with the metal heater. Finger, hand, knuckle, wrist, and the elbow, bend and stretch, shoulder, inclusive armpit, knee, bend and stretch the leg, ankle joint, foot, toes, neck, face, around the head. So this is the form. There are also forms diagonal from the, let's say, left arm to the right foot down, or this, but I like this old traditional cycle here. And the short form, we can just do the belly, lower, middle, upper belly, the rib cage, and then all leg, the leg foresight, buttock, back of the body, arm inside, outside, and head. This is a shorter version form, if sometimes the time not so short time, and we can do a shorter version. That is the stem cell. This Qigong is connecting to the planet, accessing wisdom from the planet. And there we have, we need to be clear, this is a beginner form. We only use colors and elements, not emotion. So we charge the organ with the nature energy. We follow the creation cycle. We're using the mind power with spiral technique to bring the energy in the organ. We can use the mind power, just mind power, or we can use the spiraling technique. There are two different forms, only mind power or spiraling technique, like small to big and big to small, bringing the energy, the color in the organ. And then we charge the skull, the head, from the organs, and this is the controlling cycle. We have the water and fire, and we have the metal and wood controlling cycle. And we charge skull head with planets by using mind power and also spiraling technique. And we bring the wisdom, the energy from the planets down to the skull using colors, follow the controlling cycle. and we charge then the organ with the skull, same pattern as from the planet. So it's simple. We charge the organ first, and then we can charge the head. With this energy, we have more access far away to the planet, and we bring the energy down, download it down, and then we have so much energy in the head, we can bring this in the organ. So it's really a nice exercise to charge the body and also get like wisdom from the planet. Then the 5-element Qigong is principle is balancing the organ, we balance the emotion. But we not talk about emotion, but we just talk about the organ and with simple with inhaling and out exhaling. So we are not using emotion, this part of the inner smile and the exhaling sound. So this is just the 5-element is an easy way to balance the organ. And of course, when the organ balanced, our emotion are balanced. Physically, to balance the organ, physically we squeeze them, stretch the organ. So squeezing and stretching make them soft and balance. And then we balancing out with the earth energy, using the earth energy to balance the organ. Except the heart, we balance with the universal force, the unconditional love. And the kidney, we use earth and heavenly force to balancing out. The starting point is the liver, the springtime. So here, the simple form, not using organ sound, just exhale and inhale breath. So inhale and exhale. And squeeze and stretch the organ, make them soft, balanced. And balancing out with the earth energy and heavenly energy. So a very simple form. Inhale, exhale, physically like is massaging, and a bit like we do in Chin Tsang, squeezing and scratching, that getting the organ soft and balanced. Then we have an advanced form, and the starting point, I like to using the embryonic press. The embryonic press creates a suction, so we bring more light, especially the golden light or violet light in the pineal gland. And this light, violet or golden light, depends. Some people have more access on the beginning, more to the golden light, some more on the violet light. We let shine into the organ, and so each organ attracts each color. So the heart, the red light, the spleen, the yellow. So we let it shining into the organ. And then when with the liver, we start with the liver, with the finger pressing on the right side, we press in, and then we stretch out the liver side. So an advanced form is when we can use the liver sound. Otherwise, we just do exhale and squeeze. And then we stretch the liver side 3 times. Advanced form is arms tendon stretch. So we can implement the tendon stretch and coming up to the heel up. This also like activate the 3 little heart. And we balancing out both arm on the side out. And then we scoop the earth energy up to balancing up. So the advanced form is learn to sink, like in the qua, we sink and then we scoop up, not only bend from the hip. So we see we can all the time advanced element we can bring into the movement. So we have here the advanced form that we use the sound, and when we have also let's say here we cannot, the upper part is not so clear here. A bit too high by the, so when we come here. So we start with the lever and have the sound, and then the heart we do arm to the side 3 times, and we're using the pinky finger, pink meridian pinky finger, and we raise up the heel and look at the chin, so we can all different pumps. We can activate the cranial pump, the 3 little heart with the going up to the heel. And we balancing out with the unconditional love in the universe. So we stretch the arm up and bring the hand together and bring down to the heart. The lung, we're using the same movement as in 6 healing sound to stretch the lung. To squeeze them, we squeeze the rib cage. And we're using the thumb and index finger. Thumb is lung meridian, index finger large intestine, so we can activate the index finger and thumb and open the elbow, so we're stretching the organ. So the spleen is same as the liver, just on the left side. Kidney, we squeeze the kidney when we exhale, with the kidney sound. And we can go up to the heel and squeeze the kidney. To stretch the kidney, we can bend down and hold the hand behind your the knee, and we can stretch up. And then we using the earth force and the heavenly force and bring down on the back of the head along the bladder meridian down to the kidney. And we collect that in the Tantien. So there is a more wider advanced form. We can create the golden aura with the organ color. So we let the organ color shining and radiating out and create this golden aura around, as a protection aura. And we can even go a little more advanced, the compassion energy, using all the positive energy from the organs and let them merge together into compassion energy. So every day in the morning we can create this compassion energy in this 5-element Qigong. It's a very nice pattern. And then using the humming sound, what we're going then deeper into the practice. So I go a little bit back now here. Stop sharing here. Yeah. So if anybody has any question about this Qigong level 1, it's a little bit fast, and it's not the whole course. It's just the introduction to see the major element. I mean, I just went into the topic, and then okay, you can, there is always some also variation in that, but this is the major part, the major focus on this 4 discipline. So the craniosacral Qigong, activate the pump, the stem cell Qigong, we activate the creating a damage and activate the cell for the immune system. The wisdom Qigong, we charge the organ and the skull and go on the planet, so we get the wisdom from the planet, and balancing the organ, balancing the emotion, the 5-element Qigong. So there are four disciplines, but this it goes through all the universal healing practice. We're using all this basic practice in every level. So, anybody has a question, you can ask me. Or also, if you have a little bit more question, you can always write to me, and then we can also explain in any email or WhatsApp or Telegram. I will post then on the end also in the QR code for WhatsApp, Telegram for those that not have it. So then I go to the humming sound, and let me see. I came across the humming sound during COVID time, and also we can bee humming, the bee frequency, the insect. I mean, we know this already. There is a therapy. Put people near a bee house and all this, the bee vibration. And when we do humming, we have the nasal breathing. So this comes all together. So when we talk about humming, is about the nitric oxide, NO. Nitric oxide, also called nitrogen monoxide, is a colorless, highly reactive gas. This is a chemical term. Nitric oxide, NO, on 1962, it was announced this as a molecule of the year. Dr. Robert Furgott, he won the Nobel Prize he found out this nitric oxide gas and what is about this. And then Dr. Valentin Foster is the president of the American Heart Association. He wrote the discovery of NO, nitric oxide, and its function is one of the most important in the history of cardiovascular medicine. And this is also cardiovascular with the blood flow. This is our essence. What we have the craniosacral Qigong, we have the pulse, the blood flow is so important. So all these practice are the better blood flow is essential. I mean, so nitric oxide enhance our immune system, enhance our cardiovascular system, and enhance our respiratory system. So what is more important? Breathing and blood flow and immune system. So this is the nitric oxide would make this. And also nitric oxide is a bronchodilator which make relaxing the muscle in the lung to make breathing easier. That's why helping the anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antifungal properties is important for the immune system. Stimulate the vagus nerve. And we know vagus nerve is so important. And stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. And neurotransmitter involve the brain function. So the brain also pineal gland, very important, also involved. So the nitric oxide benefits, keeps blood vessel flexible, encourage vasodilation, lower blood pressure, hypertension, influence mood and cognition, defense against pathogen, Alzheimer disease, immune dysfunction, chronic inflammation, thrombosis, erectile dysfunction, and orgasmic problem. This is the Viagra they're using, the nitric oxide. So how to produce nitric oxide? Listen to soothing music, self-resonating sound. I mean, it's relaxation music that we know when we listen to. Hello, I think there's somebody has the sound on. Can you switch off your microphone? Thank you. So we know that relaxing makes better blood flow. And the blood flow itself creates the nitric oxide. So in special designed tuning forks, we have therapy about tuning forks, or this, we know singing balls, all these different therapies. And humming sound, nasal cavity vibration, food is kale, beetroot, no mouse antiseptic. So when you use mouse antiseptic, you kill all these bacteria in the mouth, and you cannot take the nitric oxide in the body from your food. Supplements and Qigong, what we are doing, especially, I mean the slow motion mode, not fast, slow motion. Qigong with humming sound brings a vibration in the entire body. So you can guide the vibration in every part of the body to have some benefit. And here we can see if we have less blood flow, we have less nitric oxide production. This is not just sediments, is also when the blood vessel is very tight, you have less blood flow. And when they're open, a bigger blood flow, you have 100% nitric oxide production. But when they get smaller, tight, your blood vessel, not relaxed, stiff, you have less blood flow and you have less nitric oxide production. And here we see when we have nasal breathing, this is the lower part, is the nitric oxide production. And when we do humming, we have about 15 to 20 times more nitric oxide production when we hum. So nasal breathing itself creates the nitric oxide production, but when we hum, we have 15 to 20 times much higher nitric oxide production. So we can do the bee humming sound, is about 150 to 500 hertz, and we see here the planets here also in this area. So it's not so important exactly to know the frequency, just not too low and also not too high. So normal humming help this producing the nitric oxide. So research shown that the vibration stimulates the cell to release the nitric oxide. So when we practice humming, the meditation, the pineal gland will produce much higher amount of melatonin. So they know this when they do chanting, but when they chant, they have not the nasal breathing. Chanting also good, producing the vibration, but it's not 100%. So if you want 100%, you need to do nasal breathing, so the mouth closed. And the slow, deep breath vibrates the nasal cavity. So this is the nasal breathing. The vibration creates the nitric oxide. And projecting the hum to specific part of your body, so you can bring the vibration in different part on different cell, which release the nitric oxide. And that is then you have already the associated health benefit, what already talk. So humming also affects the lymph flow, which results to oxygenate our cells, so we get more oxygen in the cell. So self-created sound, which include humming, chanting, stimulate the pineal gland to release melatonin, what already mentioned, and this humming is more in the head, the vibration, and also in the chest area where we have the lung and heart. To activate the lung and heart, which are very important. Heart is the blood flow, lung is the breathing. So we can bring this vibration in the lung and heart. And we can say humming sound is actually like a massage from the body inside out. And we know massage is a relaxation. How affects humming when we practice the Qigong? So when we do humming, we force ourselves to breathe with the nose. We enhance a long exhalation, which is also beneficial, and encourage to make the movement slower, because when we do a long exhalation, we do a long slow motion movement. Give you a deep, slow breath, because you do slowly, the breath getting deeper. Stimulates the vagus nerve. You can hold yourself on the side of the neck, and when you do the humming, you can feel the vibration there is on the side of the neck is the vagus nerve. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which gives you a greater and fast relaxation. It triggers the parasympathetic nerve. And this enhances the blood flow and function of the organ. Give you a vibration which creates a relaxation. We also create the vibration with the hitting. So vibration is a relaxation. So we can do this with our own humming vibration. And you can bring the vibration any part of your body. That is a very important part where you need in any area. When you bend, when you do yoga, bending, you bring the vibration in this area. You will see it's getting more relaxed, and you can bend much more. Already mentioned, it's like a massage from inside out. And enhance your focus, gives you control over your monkey mind. When you can focus on the vibration and not something else, so it gives you a hint to focus. So you see all these benefits we have when we're using humming sound in the Qigong practice. And you can do in any Qigong practice, you can hum, and hum you can do in any situation, a life situation. So thank you for attending my free lecture. Have a good day. May the practice health always be with you. And for more information, you will get here. You have the WhatsApp QR code and the Telegram QR code. If you want, of course, also email. You can connect to me. So this is a short introduction about the humming sound. I think you get some idea about the humming sound and why I implement this in my practice. I do more and more in any Qigong movement I using in the exhalation, the humming sound. So when you exhale, you have the mouth closed. Only when you have the mouth, no nasal breathing, and no nitric oxide production. So you need to close the mouth. This is an important part. That's why I already mentioned why snoring is so damage yourself. I mean, not only the partner on the same, when you sleep alone, that's not the problem. But when you breathe through the mouth, you dry out the mouth, and you have no saliva in the mouth, and you have no nasal breathing, you do not have the nitric oxide production. Good. Anything, any question here you have?
Good evening, Mr. Walter. I have a question.
Your sound, I can hear you good.
Can you hear me now?
I need to, yeah, louder. Yeah, okay.
Yes. You were mentioning about the wisdom Qigong. I can't relate that to the morning practice that we do. So which one is that wisdom Qigong?
It's one of the 4 disciplines in Qigong Level 1. So we have Kreinsakral, we have stem cell Qigong, wisdom Qigong, and 5-element Qigong.
Okay. Now, which one is the wisdom Qigong? During the morning practice, what we used to do. I
Not
can't
really use the wisdom Qigong itself because it's more a sitting meditation and that you can do afterward because we are more standing. I mean, it's to energize. I mean, you energize the organ, you energize the brain, and you connect to the planet, and you download the planet energy down. It's really a meditation practice what I actually prefer to sitting down. And as the morning practice, I have more. In the morning practice, I use a lot of Kreinsakral, stem cell Qigong, and 5-element Qigong, but not wisdom Qigong.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Somebody else? No question. So it must be very understandable.
No, I think the humming sound, we never knew the so much of benefits of the humming sound and the NO nitric oxide it generated. So I think it was a good session to let us know more about the benefits of the humming sound.
Yeah, humming sound they're using a lot of. You can try out like when you close with the finger here, like the index finger, and you vibrate. What we do, and we have this like Qi self massage. We massage here and out. Now you can do by humming. We do like the. Again. You can feel this vibration, and when you do humming, you can see you do much longer the practice. So all this practice you do much longer because you have you want to long exhalation. And the vagus nerve, when you hold here, like, and really feel here the vagus nerve go down here, you activate, makes really relaxation. So, I mean, we know like people that do like with the bell, with the, I mean, sound therapy to relaxation, all that, but it's all too complicated. You can do just humming. And we know when you feel good, you do, many people just do humming, but try to hum when you not feel good. You see how powerful it is. Let's make you humming, feeling good. And so when you do the humming, you see so many health benefits with the nitric oxide production. Is really amazing. So that's why I mean I started to do the humming. Now I do more and more. For me, I cannot think without humming anymore.
True.
Walter,
Yeah, it's become.
when you say close your eyes, I mean ears, do I really stick my index finger in my ears or do I close the little earlobe or the little thing sticking out?
You can do both. You can or you can just close like your. You can feel this vibration goes right in the body. Here,
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that just do humming with holding the hand, but I prefer to do humming when I do practice. So I have the practice and humming. I have both benefit and not separately.
Yeah, yeah. And I have one more question about the long exhalation. I'm starting to get longer exhalations to make it possible now. And sometimes I can do, and do I have a long exhalation and stick to one movement, or can I go on with another movement? I mean, if I do like the you know, I can sometimes we do this in the morning and then we go to the opposite point. I can do both in one exhalation, or is it better to do one long exhalation and start a new one with
It's
the
up
exhalation?
to how you feel comfortable, but in general, because you should not be stress yourself. You should
No.
that as you do humming, you can feel more and more because we not exhale enough. We obviously want to inhale. This is our habit. We want more instead of to let go, to get out. So it's same in the breath. And this is what asthmatic people, they want to inhale, they want to, but they need to learn to exhaling out. So this gives you this practice, but everything has to be in a what feel like, how you feel. You have to relax. If something you do practice and makes you tight, it's not relaxed. So just how you feel like, and okay, when I do the practice, I teach. So sometimes I talk, and so in the breath. So when I not talk, I just do the breathing. It's a little bit different, but I need to talk and do the breathing. So sometimes you don't need really to follow my sequence. Hello? Somebody talk. Okay. Anybody else? If not, no question, I will close the session. Jeff raised the hand. Yeah. Jeffrey?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you very good from Thailand.
Yes.
And I'm not
I just think that I've been practicing this humming with my with the animal forms that I do, and I've also found in the classes that I teach, it really helps the students get a rhythm in their breath, a good cadence, because they tend to breathe in and out, inhale, exhale, exhale. But when you inhale and you hum, it settles them down and they have a better cadence. And then when I practice it with the Qigongs, it's really revolutionary. It's great. It's a great thing. I really like it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you can integrate any practice, what you even also practice, you can integrate this even in yoga or anything, different Qigong practice, not only universal healing Tao practice, can implement it because it's all the practice is important. You do in a kind of rhythm, mostly more slow, not too fast, mostly unless it's a fighting form, but unless we're talking about health mostly has to be slow and smooth, and this is the humming sound help you in that.
Yeah, when I do practice the yoga, and instead of saying 3 breaths, it's 3 hums. And they'll stay in the practice a lot longer. It's very settling.
Yeah.
Very settling. Gives you a good cadence. Thank you, Walter.
Yeah. Then you see when you stretch and you bring the humming sound in the area where you stretch, you can because it makes a relaxation and you can stretch more. Just try out the stretching also where you need to bend more this area, bring the vibration there. and you can stretch again. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So anybody else, if not going to
Thank you, Walter, for this session.
Yes, thank you very much.
okay, yeah, that's all. Okay, thank you for joining
Thank you.
me, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Walter.
Merci beaucoup. Merci, Walter.